nothing worked. And then I talked to this lady from Facebook. I saw a friend post a before and after picture. I knew her. She was a real mom, real babies, real results. And I thought, okay, I need to know what she's doing. Her coach called me. We talked. She told me her services, and I just thought, I can't do that right now. Like, I don't know if I have the capacity for that, and I'm on food stamps. I don't think I can afford that. Mm-hmm. And so then I just kind of like put it aside, but I stayed in my head, in the back of my head for so long, and I thought, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of where I'm at. I don't care. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. Mm-hmm. So I called her up. Actually, she called me. And I was like, yes, I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. Let's do it. And so then this time last year, I signed up, started the program, lost 25 pounds in 2 months. And like, yes, the weight loss is awesome. But what I gained was so much more valuable. Energy, a love for life. Like, I had a friend who kind of what you said, she's like, your spark is back, Kelbie. Like, you shine again, you glow. And I wanted that so badly, and it felt so good that like I could go on and on about the things that I've gained from this, from just doing the program. And I thought, people need to know. There are people out there that don't know, that were like me, and I can help them and not me help them, but like show them what helped me to help them. Mm-hmm. And so I started coaching, and then kind of going back to your first question, I get to provide for my family. I make enough money that I have fun money. Like, I get to do things I want to do and still provide for my family. I have purpose. I help people reach their goals. I feel so fulfilled. So fulfilled. And it's the best thing I've ever done for me, for my family, for people around me. And I've been able to help, like right now I'm at like, I think I've helped like 45 people.
Oh, wow.
But I have about like 15 active clients right now, and it's just fun. I enjoy it. So anyway, that's me. That's my story. That's why I do what I do. But yeah, that's a lot, and I usually don't share all of that. But
no, that's good. That's what we want. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay. Well, so tell me, like now going back to you. Well, okay. Can I share with you kind of like how my program works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So there's 4 components of my program, and the first one is a health coach. Mm-hmm. I have a health coach. My health coach has a health coach. She has a health coach. Like, we all have health coaches because we need that support. We need that help. Just because I'm a health coach doesn't mean I don't need anybody. I still do.
And someone to hold you accountable.
Yes. Huge. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, my husband wasn't super supportive. I mean, he was supportive in the way that he was like, okay, yeah, do this. That's great, but I had no part in this. That's kind of how he felt. And so I needed somebody that would call me and check in with me, who I knew cared for me and knew my goals and dreams and wanted me to reach them just as much as I did. Mm-hmm. And she believed in me. And it felt good. And so, yeah, so if you were to do my program, you would be my client, I would be your health coach. We would link arms and help you get to your goals together. And what that looks like is for the first, like if you're wanting to lose weight or tone up, then I would help you for the first week get into a fat burn. And then after that, I would just call you weekly and check in weekly. And we would just reevaluate and figure out where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. And I'm not here to yell at anybody. I'm not the food police. I'm not here to kick your butt in the gym. I'm here to just cheer you on. Really. That's what I'm here for. And it's fun. The second part is our education. We've got a habits of health system that's incredible, that helps us to be able to retrain our brains into thinking differently about food and just life in general. And that's what makes this a lasting change. You can do a diet, like I said, eat the food, whatever, do whatever you have going on, lose the weight, and then gain it right back. That's what happens. But this is designed to help us like think differently and learn to where we do make this a lasting change that trickles down into our kids' lives. And there's we've got webinars, books, workbooks, and this system has been created by a doctor who, very successful doctor. He worked in was it an intensive care? I'm like my brain's kind of farting out, but big time doctor. But he today I actually listened to a webinar, and one of my mentors kind of use this phrase. He was so tired of catching the bodies downstream. Like, that's what he was doing. He was waiting till people were absolutely, like, done with life physically that, anyway, he was just so tired of, like, putting the Band-Aid on the boo-boo or seeing people die. And so he realized that he wanted to be on the other end of it, the preventative end of it. So he helped design and co-found this company. Anyway, so the fourth part is our community. We have an awesome community. Facebook support groups, local events, conventions, so many weekly webinars, so many ways to get involved with people that are like-minded. Same thing, aren't perfect, struggle with emotional eating, struggle with whatever eating, mine's emotional eating, so I say that, but like whatever they struggle with, yeah, right? Whatever they struggle with, that you can relate to, and they're not all these like little fitness mamas that proclaim, I don't know, like I thought was afraid that that's what it was going to be. It's not that way. Also, let me just share this side note. I went to an event in Vegas in November, and a lot of the health coaches are women. There are a lot of men too, but a lot of them are women, and I spent most of my time with the women. And I left that convention, it was 2 or 3 days, or not convention, event. I left that thinking, oh my goodness, there wasn't once where another woman talked badly about another woman, whether it was from someone from home or in our community, and there was no negative talk. Like, I never heard anything negative that whole time. That's unheard of. You don't find that.
Yeah, I look for that.
Yeah.
I'm so positive, and I'm aware of what I say, that I'm like, why are you talking like that? Don't manifest that. Don't put that in my head. Don't let my kids listen to that.
Because it affects, that environment affects your personal environment.
Yeah, because you have to fight against it.
Yep.
I'm like, no, don't think that. Don't think that. And then when people are gossiping a lot, like my family, that's a thing in my family, that a lot of gossip, and I grew up around that. I had to train myself not to do that.
Yeah.
And then when I'm around it a lot, I'll catch myself being like, oh yeah, did you hear? Oh my gosh. And then I'm like, stop it. And then like I hate myself for it. Well, I dislike doing that very much. I don't want to talk about people. Small minds talk about people. I want to talk about ideas.
I love that. Yeah. And that's what this community is all about. Literally. Like, that's
awesome.
Coming from that and realizing that that's what I have, so fulfilling and incredible. And I get to work with these people. Like, we have weekly trainings and weekly webinars, and like I get to see them often, whether it's in person or on the computer, and on the computer is sometimes good enough. Not always, but anyway, so that's kind of like our community. Okay, health coach, education, community, and then fuelings. So fuelings are kind of like meal replacements. Are we still good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Fuelings are like meal replacements. They're incredible. They're macro balanced, so you don't have to count your carbs, sugars, and proteins. There we go. And there's nothing artificial in them, no artificial flavorings. They come from a plant-based protein. They have all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs for the day, and a probiotic. They're incredible.
That's
so
awesome.
To give you an example, like there are bars, there are shakes, there are little pastas, there are pancakes, oatmeals, cookies, brownies. I still get my brownie at the end of the day when I feel like I deserve it after Knowles has been naughty. Or I can like wake up in the morning and have a brownie for breakfast if I want.
do that. I'm like, stop. I go and they get a chocolate. It's so hard.
Yeah, put them to bed and you relax, and I deserve this, you know?
Yep.
I did that with ice cream. A lot of ice cream before.
I used to do that with ice cream every night.
Let's watch my show and eat my tub of ice cream. Totally. But now I just have my little brownie that's macro balanced and healthy for me. A brownie that's healthy? What?
Yeah.
So, what's that? But yeah, so they're incredible. So basically, like, depending on, I have different plans for different people. So there's nursing moms, there are teens, diabetics, heavy exercisers, those who work desk jobs and can't exercise or don't want to exercise, or people who are so overweight that it's unhealthy for them to exercise. It's dangerous for them to exercise.
Well, that's crazy.
So lots of different plans for different people. And are you working out as much as you were before right now?
Well, these last couple of days I gave myself a break because I'm doing the next 2 months. So, the last couple of days, no. I've been doing, like, with my shake weight, like arms and a lot of crunches. Mostly every night, no matter what, doing different crunches. And, like, I have an elastic band thing that I do my legs. But I want to start hitting it hard. Like, I'm going to talk to not a physical therapist, but like a...
Personal trainer?
Yeah. And like get it going on like really heavy duty. Because I want to isolate muscles. Because part of what I want to do with modeling is like get really specific on how my muscles are. And like really toned in that way.
Chiseled.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want to keep that up my whole life. I want to get there and do photo shoots, and then if I'm not into that lifestyle, maybe hold back a little bit, but I very least want to stay in a good shape and active, healthy lifestyle for the rest of my life.
I love that. Cool. Do you, how often are you exercising a week right now? Like, and it doesn't have to be this week, but in general, or what you're wanting to do.
Every day.
Okay.
Once I'm
For
doing
how long?
I don't know. I'll like sit there with my book and do crunches on my ball because the ball's so easy. Have you tried it?
Mm-mm.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have an exercise ball though, so I should probably try it.
Yeah, it is.
Because my goal
good.
is to get a 6-pack, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, no, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. So I'll just sit there until it's time for me to go to bed. Maybe an hour, maybe half an hour. It really depends on how fast I get my kids to sleep. And how much time before. I try not to let myself go past 11 o'clock. I aim for 10:30 to put myself to bed. But if I don't get them to bed till 9:30, I have to have some decompression time. You know what I mean? But like, I would just sit there with my book and just keep going and just forget about it and just, I move it to a different spot and I'm doing different muscles and it's fun and easy and I just keep going.
That's awesome. I need to try that.
Yeah, no, it's great. But I haven't been doing as much cardio. When I first started the 30 days, I was doing cardio like every day, like hip hop abs and stuff, and I loved it. But I have to move furniture and then sweep under it and then make sure my kids are asleep or they're gonna get in the way and try and climb on me. So it's like really complicated for me to do all of that. And then I have to take a shower after. I can't do cardio and then not shower. Yeah. So I have to like plan it. And there's so much that goes into it that after a little while, I stopped doing the cardio as much.
It's exhausting, yeah.
Yeah.
So hip hop abs, are you doing Beachbody then? Are you following Beachbody?
Well, just the hip hop abs.
Okay.
And then I've also got like Zumba tapes and
cool.
like some Pilates and stuff like that. So just trying to kind of dabbling here and there. And I did hip hop abs 10 years ago and I did it every day and I loved it and I saw great results. I was also going to the gym every day and drinking creatine shakes and protein shakes. That's another thing, is that I'm a big person and I have really good muscles, so I get really big muscles fast and I don't want that. So I'm trying to be really specific.
Lean.
Yes. Because like, I don't want to get big and, like, buff. I want to be lean and toned. So I'm trying not to do too much. Because when I was drinking creatine shakes, protein shakes, I didn't lose any weight. For months and months, I just gained weight, and then I stopped working out. And then after I stopped working out, those muscles were still there, burning the fat. And it's like my body wasn't focused on gaining muscle anymore, so it just started burning the fat away. So then I just lost a bunch of weight all of a sudden.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to be very specific. I don't want to be, because I was like, oh, let's be vague, and, I wanted to be motivational for or just moms, like, you can just get in healthy, good shape. And I did. Like, I'm in pretty good shape, pretty healthy, just meh, like, but I'm not, I know I can do better. I know I can feel better. I know I can be healthier. I know I can be more toned. And that's what I think about. I don't think about I'm good enough. Like, I could give up here and I could still attract a mate or whatever. You know what I mean? I can still look good in clothes, but that's not enough for me.
I love that because I think it's really important that we love who we are right now and be accepting of who we are, but also look for ways to improve. So I love that. That's kind of like my motto right now, is being happy with me and loving me as I am, but there's nothing wrong with still looking for ways to improve myself, you know? So, okay, so hearing you talk, I would recommend, like, for you, I would recommend my 5-in-1 plan. And what that looks like is, okay, you'd be eating 6 times a day. Okay. So they have done studies that have shown they took one group of people eating the same amount of calories and the same exact foods. Everything was the same. They took 2 groups. One ate 3 times a day. One ate 6 times a day. The group that ate 6 times a day, and like same time period, everything. The only thing that was different was the times a day that they ate. The people that ate 6 times a day lost weight faster. Their blood sugars, their blood pressure, and cholesterol? No, I don't know. All of that was leveled. It was more balanced than those who ate 3 times a day. So we focus on making that a lifestyle of eating 6 times a day, but small sustainable meals throughout the day, every 2 to 3 hours. So what it would look like is you'd wake up okay, hold on, I'll go back. So you'd eat 5 of these fuelings that I'm telling you about a day, and then 1 lean and green meal, which is basically your lean protein and veggies. So, for example, some grilled chicken breast with green beans. That's super simple, but I've got tons of recipes that can help you find fancier lean and green meals. And they're all super cheap. Like, I have saved myself so much money from these lean and green meals because they've saved me a ton of money. So 5 of the fuelings and then 1 lean and green meal. And what you do is you wake up, in the first 30 minutes to an hour of waking up, you eat your first fueling, and then every 2 to 3 hours after that. And the fuelings have everything that you need in them to sustain you for that next 2 to 3 hours. It's kind of like a road trip. You are in your car, you give it fuel, you fuel it up until the next point before it dies to have it what it needs to get to your next point. And that's kind of what this is. You're fueling your body until the next 2 to 3 hours, fuel it again, just enough calories to get you into a mild fat burn, and nothing crazy, nothing like keto, a mild fat burn, which will then help you eventually get to your goals. So my whole objective is to help you use these tools, the fuelings, to get to where you want to be physically. And what's really great is the fat burn that I'm talking about. It preserves your muscles, protects your muscles while burning fat. So some people worry about that. They're like, I don't want to lose my muscle mass. I'm like, you won't. You'll just lose body weight or body fat. Anyway, so that's kind of how it works. So my objective is to help you get to where you want to be, and then help you transition from that to regular grocery store food. And I personally still buy, I'm in maintenance, I've transitioned, but I still buy the fuelings because they're amazing. I haven't found a protein bar that's better. So that's kind of what it looks like in a nutshell. I'll go get him.
Baby's
Check, go get him.
I just leave them. They know how to open the door. Let them work it out.
Anyway, so like, is that something that you would want to try?
Yeah. I mean, so my criteria would be plant-based, no chemicals, give me all the nutrition I need, and that sounds basically like what you just said.
Yeah. It's pretty cool stuff, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty skeptical, but ever since I learned like the science behind them and have used them, like, okay, for example, let me just give you an example and then I'll be done. But I would wake up, eat something, go work out, come home, and be ravenous. I mean, literally, like, shaky, grumpy, just wanted to eat everything in sight, and nothing helped me to feel fulfilled in that way, or, like, that need. Anyway, so, I'm still, like, trying not to, like, listen. So, yeah, and then I started eating these fuelings, and I would eat a fueling in the morning, go work out, come home, and I could wait 2-3 hours before eating my next fueling again.
Really?
And be fine and feel great and have energy. So it was like, it was evidence to me that these things are awesome. Like, this is good food.
So what is it all called, the program?
It's called Optavia.
Octave B.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's pretty much it, though. That's like anything that anybody asks me, I pretty much just told you all of it.
Well, that's awesome. That sounds right up my alley. So what are the prices and stuff of all of this?
It just depends. It depends on people's goals and what their lifestyle is right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it kind of ranges. I actually don't feel comfortable putting it on camera, if that's okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Or else,
yeah.
but I'll tell you when we turn off the camera. Because I want people to come to me, and I want them to hear their goals, and I want to help them figure out their goals and have a way to do that. And when people hear the price first off, it's not worth it to them.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. That's like my coaching thing. But yeah, we don't have to add that in.
It makes sense because it's like they're very like one track minded.
Hey,
and they don't
guys.
realize like what that saves them in hospital
guys.
bills.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Nose. I said to Nose, that's not your sap, it's my sap. So he was trying to play fit, and I said, it's mine, so you can play with it, or I will, or him.
Okay, just be nice and go play. We're making a video.
Well, he's crying already.
Okay, that's fine. Go play.
It's probably gonna come out.
All right, well, we'll turn it off here then. Thank you so much, Kelbie.
You're welcome.
I feel more motivated and
Fine.
understood. That's such a big part too, just feeling like other people
I sat
get it.
out here.
Yeah. Oh,
Mommy,
hands down.
Mommy knows I sat out here.
Okay, we'll end here.
Cindy.
Bye.